This podcast is part of a Tight Bod podcast network. Podcasts for people with tight bods.
Okay.
And it's role play never. Role play never no more. Will I play the wild role play? No, never, no more. Role play.
Wagwan. General.
Governor.
The Old Bill.
Big Ben.
Westminster.
Big Ben.
Keir Starmer.
I don't want to say Big Ben again.
Paddington Bear.
Ooh, Mary Poppins. Oliver Twist.
Blitzkrieg.
Consider yourself
At home. Consider yourself one of the family. It's London, and that's where you were for a few days.
Yeah.
Recently.
You saying it's London there maybe made it sound like to the listeners that we were in London right now.
No, you would think.
No,
yeah,
we're not. We're in the same room that we always are.
In Dublin.
In Dublin.
But no.
Dublin. The Spire.
The GPO.
The Lewis.
The Liberties.
Big Ben.
Westminster. Well, I suppose, Westminster did have a part to play in Dublin for quite a long time, but sure,
years.
I think that's a conversation maybe for a different day, because we do want to talk about something positive, something you did. You went on a little adventure over to the UK there to take the King's coin.
Take back a bit of what
the 6 counties you went over.
I went over to take back the 6 counties, and in that respect, I was pretty unsuccessful, I would say. I didn't manage. Yeah, I didn't actually even get one of the counties, let alone all 6.
So you went over there and you signed the treaty, and you brought about a civil war here in Ireland because of that.
Yeah.
We should start calling you Michael Collins.
And you for staying at home like a little bitch and letting me go out and get the blame. We should start calling you Eamon De Valera.
And there should be a movie made about us.
Yeah, called Michael Collins.
And I should have you killed in the movie.
Well, it should be heavily insinuated that you have me killed, but maybe not explicitly said.
Yeah. Did that actually happen?
I mean, it was heavily insinuated.
In the movie with Liam Neeson, so you would assume that...
And Alan Rickman.
Yes.
An Englishman, can you believe it? Playing...
Well...
Were there no Irish actors at the time?
There were none. It was just Liam Neeson.
Just Liam Neeson. He was the only Irish actor.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, there are more Irish actors now, such as Jessie Buckley.
Congratulations to Jessie Buckley on a fantastic win. She made history last night at the Oscars, as she was the first Irish woman to win Best Actress.
We're always making podcast history here on Roleplay.
And comedy history.
And comedy history. But it's great to see another Irish person make history. Jessie Buckley, in this instance, by winning an Oscar.
And for a woman to win Best Actress, it's just fantastic.
So impressive to see a woman win Best Actress.
Yeah, we're fair play to her.
Yeah.
No, really, we do punch above our weight. Apparently, Ireland has won more Oscars per capita than any other country.
We've won more Oscars than any other country.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Good for us.
And we only have 2 actors, and it's Jessie Buckley and Cillian Murphy.
I thought you were going to say Liam Neeson.
Well, he's retired.
Okay. So he retired, and then Cillian Murphy kind of came in and took the one position for Irish actor.
He retired after the first Taken movie.
Okay. Yeah. If only.
The other 2 are not good.
Sorry, why did I veer? You were in the middle of kind of talking about me and kind of the stuff I was doing, and then I pivoted us away from that to talk about Jessie Buckley. But
pivot,
like in
Friends. Yeah. The couch.
Ross and Rachel, are they ever gonna?
They do at the end of the show. Yeah,
the very end, yeah, and several times throughout.
Yeah,
I was in London. Thank you for bringing it up. I was doing several shows. I had 2 split bill shows with the wickedly talented one and only Rachel Galvo.
Shout out, not friend of the pod, but she's
enemy of the pod, friend of
like
ours,
adversary of the pod, like sworn enemy of the pod,
nemesis.
But
colleague and pal of
and peers.
Yeah,
that's great. How did they go?
They went great. They went really, really well. the wheelie wheelie well. I did a wheelie.
At the show?
And then I did a wee.
Wheelie?
Wheelie.
Wow.
There were 2 shows back to back. And as you know,
how do you find that? How do you find that now? I've never done that before.
It was. Do you know what? I found it a little taxing because I was a little under the weather. I have a terrible habit these days of getting sick every time I go abroad, either right before or right after I arrive. And I kept up this hot streak by catching some sort of virus before leaving to go to London. So that was unfortunate. But professional that I am, I powered through. I complained constantly about it to anyone who would hear me, but I still.
And you're still going.
Yeah, I'm still complaining about it, even though I'm pretty much better now, and it's days later. But I will.
You don't look better.
No, well, yeah, actually, I'm worse in many ways. But I was trying to put on a brave face. But now that you've said that, let me go back to complaining.
Okay.
Constantly and incessantly about.
Oh, shut up!
Too late. You've opened this door, you whore.
Jesus.
The shows went well. As you know, I do a lot of songs in my set, and in the first show, the sound, is right, but not all was not right because the sound was not working brilliantly.
Oh,
and it was very quiet, and without
the music was
so there was just like I would if it was any song where I wasn't singing the whole time, there was just a lot of sort of awkward silences essentially that I had to fill. So that was a bit tricky, but that was a good challenge to have to think on my feet. And then in the second show, the sound was all working fine and it went great. And Rachel faced none of those issues because she is confident enough in her abilities as a comedian not to have to rely on gimmicks like music. And she was brilliant in both shows.
Great.
And then the following night...
What show did you prefer?
I think the first will stand me in better stead because it was more of a challenge, but I preferred the second one because... The songs went down very well, and I could kind of let the songs do the work.
And people were drunker.
People were a lot drunker actually in that one because that one kicked off at like 9:30.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, the first one kicked off at like 7:30.
Oh, okay. Because they really back to back.
They were, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It was kind of only about 20 minutes between shows.
Wow,
that's showbiz.
You're a real pro. And then you had another show with a very famous comedian.
Yes, with Dylan Moran, and I actually got a bit stressed. Because I was opening for Dylan Moran in Hammersmith in London. And during my opening set, I was like, oh, are we all very excited later for Dylan Moran? And it got a big roar. And then there was like a little announcer. They didn't have an MC, but they had someone like announcing over the sound system. And I heard them after me because there was another opener and then there was a break and then it was after the break. And each time they were like, and everybody get excited for Dylan Moran. Next up after the break, it's Dylan Moran.
You're joking.
And I was like, have I got it wrong? Have I embarrassed myself in front of all these people as well as Dylan Moran? But I think...
That would make you a bit of a moron.
It would make me a bit of a moron. And more on that later.
You can just tell me now.
Okay. I was worried, but I think it was just that's how English people pronounce it. And
they say Moran.
Wrong. Yeah.
But it is Moran.
It is Moran. It is Moran. So, yeah, that went well.
How did you find your type of comedy with his crowd?
Yeah, I was a bit worried in advance because his crowd are like, they were old. They were in their 50s and 60s. And I was like, well, I'm a bit worried that, my song about like shifting and fingering at a teenage disco isn't quite gonna translate to this older crowd.
Does Dylan have material on that?
Weirdly, yeah, actually his whole hour was all about fingering at underage discos.
That's weird.
Like, it's kind of weird.
That is weird.
It was pretty weird, yeah.
But what did they actually think?
I'm not so sure that stuff went down well, but then I have a new song which kind of I feel plays a bit more for all age categories, and I finished with that one, and that one went down pretty well.
Okay, good.
I think that's what people will remember.
How long were you on?
I did 15 minutes. 15.
Oh, great! Great.
And you also you're performing both the nights that I was performing. You had your play.
Oh yeah, I did a play on Thursday. It was our homecoming play.
Oh.
So it was on home turf.
Do you think about me now and then? Do you think about me now and then?
Can you? Really?
Because I'm coming. Sorry. Can you stop? Is what you
but I was just about to start telling you.
You tell me.
that was great. That was it's like, it was really, really great crowd because they're all there, like, they're all our family and friends, but there was hundreds of people there. It was great. And probably my favourite of the run of shows and plays we've done. And then on Friday, I was opening for none other than Tony Cantwell.
Oh.
Yeah, you heard that right. Yeah, that was great. It was in the Drake Theatre in Blanche, and he was nice enough to ask me to come along and open for him, and that was a lot of fun. Great crowd, and it was an honour. I feel like Tony Cantwell is the reason, not friend of the pod, but he's a good pal in the industry, I suppose.
Friend of ours. I think it's safe to say, bit of a hero of both of ours. We both enjoyed his comedy. 100%. A real shame now that he detests our podcast with a burning passion.
I don't get it. I don't think he listens to it, but he just hated it out the gate. He was just like,
it's just the default position of, it's one of those things where like loads of people will be like, oh, Sinners is great, who never even saw Sinners. They just heard from other people. We have that, but in reverse.
I think he just like, he had like a predisposition to it. He was just like, no, fuck that fucking podcast. Which is fine. Like, he has his own podcast, and I think it's great.
Me too.
And I would be if a friend, and I suppose a fan of that podcast. But
did it come up in the green room or anything?
No, like, he doesn't talk about it. Like, you'll try kind of ask him like about why he hates it so much, and he'll just say, I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm trying to get ready for a show or whatever.
Yeah, okay, which fair enough, I guess.
Understandable. But it was an absolute dream come true. Yeah, I still have a thing that like an article I wrote in college, a review of one of his shows that I went to in Galway, and so I was like, God, that's mad now. It's fitting.
A full circle moment.
That was one of the first times I met him, and I think I had maybe made a couple of videos at that stage, and he'd seen them, but so I do remember meeting him that time. But yeah, no, great guy and good show. And then I'm doing Vicar Street with him on the 18th of April, and then another date in May in Dunleary. So look,
amazing.
If he's around and he's listening to this podcast and he's like me and Tony, come to see that.
Yes.
As well.
Amaze balls.
All right.
How nice that we both got to open for comedy heroes of ours. And while Tony, who you open for, hates our podcast, guess what Dylan Moran thinks of our podcast?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say nothing.
You know what? At first it was nothing. At first, because I mentioned, I was like, oh, do podcast role play. He was like, oh, I haven't heard of it. And then halfway through the conversation, he was like, hang on a second. Roll ROLL play. And I was like, yeah. And then he just walked out. He wouldn't speak to me for the rest of the day. So I think
he hates it as well.
I think he hates it as well.
I fucking wish they'd give us a chance.
Look, it is what it is.
He probably hates our podcast because we, like, every episode is sponsored.
That's it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Lots of people don't like, for whatever reason, to hear that podcasts have sponsors, but ours is a podcast with sponsors. Our podcast Role Play, where we play roles.
And my name's Ryan Carrick.
Yeah, and my name is Simon Hennessy. And
I think this week we have a sponsor, don't we?
Would you believe it? We do.
No fucking way.
Yeah, we
actually. Should we hear from them? Maybe
we should. It's crazy that we've had a sponsor every single week.
That's 22 episodes in a row.
22 different sponsors. Really impressive stuff, I think.
We are in a sense, I suppose, raking it in off these sponsors.
We're drowning in sponsorship money right now.
Yeah. So thanks to our sponsors, and including this sponsor right here.
St. Patrick's Day is a time for drinking, fighting, and celebrating Ireland. But it's also a day for dying. Every year, there are hundreds of deaths worldwide associated with drunk and disorderly behaviour on St. Patrick's Day. Which is why we're delighted to partner this week with our sponsor, the Leprecoffin.
The Leprecoffin is exactly what it sounds like, a leprechaun coffin. Available in over 20 shades of green and with attachable accessories such as rainbow and pot of gold, the Leprecoffin means that if one of your loved ones perishes in the midst of St. Patrick's Day celebrations, they can spend eternity the way they died, doing St. Patrick's Day stuff.
Use discount code LEPRECOFFIN 170326 for 17.0326% off your first Leprecoffin order.
Don't just die Irish with Leprecoffin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this, our special Oscars edition of Roleplay with me, Simon. I say Oscars because we have a very special guest here on the couch. I don't know how we managed to nab him so soon after his success, but it is the winner of the Best Actor Award at the recent Oscar ceremony, who has a story that might surprise you. Please welcome Noel Actor. Noel. How are you?
How are you, Simon? Thanks a million for having me.
Thanks for coming, Noel.
Yeah.
And you might not know this, but you're not the first Noel we've had on the couch here at Roleplay.
No way.
We might have to start calling it Noel Play, because it seems that every week I'm interviewing someone whose first name is Noel, and then the second name is usually kind of something that ties in with that, which makes sense for you as well, because you've just won Best Actor and your name is Noel Actor.
Well, I've always been called Noel Actor.
No, I know that.
I was given that name at birth.
Yeah, as many people are.
Yeah.
Most, I would say.
I don't know about the other Noels, but I know about me. I'm here to tell my story.
Yes.
So thank you for having me on this.
Yeah, and thank you for coming. And
No problem.
you said no problem there.
I said no problem.
Are you sure?
Play back the tape.
Well, look, there's no way for us to know until we listen back to it later. But for now,
Noel.
why don't you, why don't you tell us really what happened? Because, you know, I think I'm right in saying that this, well, a lot of the time, you know, there are wins against the odds, surprise winners at the Oscars, maybe dark horses, people who didn't see.
Snubs.
Yeah, snubs, I guess, would be the other side of a surprise winner.
Sometimes snubs.
Yeah, but you're very much not a snub. You were very much got
I'm
the
Noel
rub
Snub.
up.
I'm Noel Snub.
You're Noel Snub.
No snub. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Noel Snub must be someone else who I'm sure we'll have at some stage on this podcast.
So down the line.
Yeah, down the line.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
down the line. Once there's a premise,
Yeah,
a concept.
yeah. So Noel, actor,
Yeah.
you won the Best Actor Award, but I think nobody was more surprised than you. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what happened last night in this crazy, crazy turn of events at the Oscars?
Well, come here, yeah. No, a mad few hours there for me, so I'm going to have to be honest with you, because I'm no actor.
You're Noel Actor.
Well, that's my name.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that I'm no actor.
Oh, okay.
You know, I've never acted in my life. I've acted the bollocks.
Oh, I can believe that.
Yeah, acted the hard man.
Oh,
Yeah.
I struggle to believe that.
Acting that I'm actually happy in reality, what I am, I'm deeply, deeply sad.
Okay, let's keep it light.
Anyway, but
That's not what we're here
I
to-
woke up this morning, yeah, and I had a load of bleeding messages there on the blower.
Yeah.
Yeah, saying I'd won the Best Actor Award at the Oscars this year.
Mm-hmm.
Happened there last night. Yeah.
Right. Congratulating you.
Congratulate me and saying, have you seen this now? Are you serious now? That's mad. I didn't even know you were in Bleeding Movie. That's the thing. I didn't know I was in a movie. That's the whole thing about it. And I don't think people are understanding that. I had texts off me ma, me nanny, me aunties, and even my uncles
Yeah.
saying, congratulations. Congratulations, well done.
Yeah.
You deserve it, bro.
Can I just back up the truck a little bit, Noel? Because you're obviously getting those congratulatory texts, which is nice, lovely from your aunties and uncles.
I've acted the cunt before.
Okay, well, let's try not to use any bad language here.
Sorry.
You didn't know
No.
you were... Noel?
No.
You didn't know, Noel, that you were going... You didn't know you were in a movie, you said?
No.
Did you know you were nominated?
I didn't know. So No. They just, look, I don't, keep abreast with that sort of stuff.
Sure.
Apparently I had been nominated weeks ago.
Yeah.
And a few people were saying, oh, I see that you're nominated for Best Actor or whatever. And I was
At
like...
the Oscars?
At the Oscars. I was like, yeah. No, I thought it was like a spam. Like spam message.
Right. So when people were saying that
That was
to
like
you,
like a scam, like click the link for your package. Click the link for your package.
okay.
Wish was that easy. Yeah.
Well, now that you're a Best Actor winner, it might be that easy, Noel. But
Well, I'll tell you what.
Tell me what.
I'll tell you how I realised this came about.
Yeah.
I went to this 3D printer place, and they scan your body. They scan your little body, and they make little action figures over.
Right.
And I says that sounds great. I says I'm gonna do that. So I went in.
Why?
And because I like little action figures, and like my little body being an action figure.
Oh, sorry. You wanted a little action figure of yourself.
Of my own body.
Yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And like they did 360 scan of my body fully, and they gave me little action figure. But he said to me at the time, he was like, we can, like, you're showing away your likeness and your voice and all, and you can be put in a movie. He says, yeah, I'd like to see you do that. I says,
I see.
I says, go on then. I says, go on then. Didn't think nothing of it, yeah.
Yeah.
But apparently they did make a movie about with me in it, with me deep faked onto some movie. No, it was on me. It was on me.
It was. So hang on. It was on you.
Yeah.
You were deep faked onto yourself. So then you must have known you were in the movie. No,
I thought it was a mess.
You thought it was a mess.
Yeah, they flew me out to LA, you know.
Hang on a second here, no, because movies they're long processes. They're not made overnight. So
they said I was the best actor they'd ever seen.
Well, evidently you won the award for Best Actor, but
they deep faked my face onto my own body.
Okay, well, again, that seems like a bizarre choice and quite expensive when they could have.
But you can see how I was confused.
Yeah, I can see how you were confused by that, by their choice to do that. But I can't see how you're confused by the fact that you were in a movie, no, because you must. Like, how many weeks did you spend on set filming?
It was 3 months. It was a 3-month shoot.
3-month shoot, and you thought it was a mess. You thought it was a 3-month mess. No.
Yeah. Now I'm mad famous.
Crazy.
Now I'm mad famous.
Yeah, and how's that been for you, being mad famous?
I have to be an actor now.
We don't have to.
No. That was what they said.
Oh, that was one of the stipulations.
They said you have to be.
When you have your 3D.
Apparently I'm after signing my life away there now, and I'm mad famous, and now everyone loves me or whatever. I don't know.
Okay. You really need to start reading the fine print of these contracts that you're signing. No.
Yeah, easier said than done. I just want a little action figure on my body. And now I'm being flown out to LA every few months to shoot for weeks on end and making loads of money, and everyone loves me.
That sounds like a pretty good outcome, though.
It's not what I wanted. I'm Noel Actor.
I know you're Noel Actor.
But I was a scaffolder.
And you preferred that?
Yeah.
To being a massively successful, wealthy, famous Oscar winner.
Yeah, I love having crack on the side with the lads.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, to each their own. But it sounds like you're locked into this acting thing now, so...
Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
No.
There's nothing I can do. And see, I wouldn't even mind now, but they're also deep faking me into like porn and all.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I do have to do that as well, to deep fake my face onto my body in the porn.
So once again, just to clarify, they've deep faked your face, but it is your body.
One of the terms and conditions.
Yeah, right. So just to be clear then, you are shooting pornographic films at the moment.
100%. 100%.
Right.
And I'm not a porn star.
Well, maybe you will be, because you said the same thing about you as an actor, and you have won quite literally the top award that any actor can receive. So
it was a great performance.
I'm sure it was. No, I'm sure it was.
Great performance.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it.
All right. And are you expecting any awards in your future with the porn thing, or
Yeah.
nominated for anything?
Yeah, best actor.
Best actor at the
Coxkers.
That makes sense. Yeah. Well, best of luck with the Coxkers, I suppose.
And I watched 3 movies this year.
All porns, or?
No, 3 like Hollywood movies.
Okay, and how many porns?
40 porns. Yeah.
40.
Locked in.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I have the new Avengers movie coming up.
All right. Yeah. Exciting.
Really exciting.
Who were you playing in that?
Dr. Doom.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought that because Robert Downey Jr. was originally going to be playing.
They saw that I was around and they told him to actually get fucked.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. And then I've like an indie movie about like a lad with a micro penis, and then they're actually making a biopic about me.
Okay.
Those two movies
are
different.
The same movie?
They're different.
Are they not the same?
Yeah, it's very funny.
Sorry, no.
Yeah. But yeah, now they're making a biopic about me already.
That's crazy.
Because I've made such an impact on the movie industry already.
And you'll be playing yourself in the biopic.
Yeah. And in the indie movie about the fellow with the micro penis.
Yeah. And something tells me that in both of those movies, they'll be deep faking your face onto your body.
But not the penis. That's my own.
Okay. Cool. Good to know.
All right.
Well, thanks so much, Noel Actor, for joining us and telling us your story. I suppose I wish you the best with the career, the incredibly lucrative and successful career that you don't want, but have ended up having. And who knows, maybe one day when all this blows over, you can get back to the scaffold.
That would be amazing, Simon. If you can, I don't know, have a word.
With who?
Harvey Weinstein.
Okay. On that note, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much, Noel Actor, for joining us. Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Other podcasts on the Typebod Podcast Network include Collar Skinny, Young Hot Muscly Guys, and the one you're listening to right now. Welcome back to Roleplay. Today we're joined by a very special guest. It's the man who came up with the Oscars Academy Awards, and he's joining us here today in the Roleplay studio. Please give it up for Oscar.
Well, hey there. The name's Oscar. Mr. Academy Award was my father. You can call me Oscar.
So your dad's
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. That's a song, you see?
Yeah, no, I like that.
Please.
Your dad's name was Academy Award.
My father's name was Oscar. You can call me Oscar.
So your dad's name was Oscar Academy Award.
Please. My father made him laugh. You can call me Oscar.
Oscar, okay.
Forgot it for a second there. But I remembered it, see? Just in the nick of time.
Okay, yeah.
Like one of my Hollywood pictures.
Did you make Hollywood pictures, or do you just...
Please. My father made Hollywood pictures. And so do I.
Oh, so you're from the south of...
I'm sort of from all over. Well, my father was from all over, you see?
So where are you from?
And so am I, as a result.
You are a hoot.
Thank you so much.
You are making me laugh.
Well, that's the aim of the game. We like to make them laugh, make them cry, make them do everything in between at the pictures. We want to give you an experience when you go to the pictures. You want to see it all, feel it all, and then go home and then come back to the pictures and see another one.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose that rings true today as well. Like it is a timeless.
I was talking about today.
But I mean that goes back, like well over 100 years now.
I don't live in the past. My father lived in the past. You can call me Oscar.
Okay. So your father lived in the past.
Yeah.
And you live in the present?
Yes. Well, I like to think I live in the future. In the pictures, we're always trying to find what the next big thing is. See?
What do you think is the next?
My father will be the next big thing.
Is your father still with us?
He is not. But they do wonderful things in Hollywood now with, AI generation and people's likenesses and things.
So they're going to bring your dad Oscar Academy Award back?
Yes. My main aim is to launch his career as a posthumous sort of actor. Please, my father was a posthumous actor, or rather will be a posthumous actor, but you can call me
Oscar. Okay, well look, that sounds amazing. So do you think that is the next big thing, is the kind of AI generation of dead actors?
Time will tell.
Time will tell, I suppose, yeah. But I was just asking if that's what you thought it was.
Well, I think a lot of things. But the main thing is that I think, let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. So that was my father's name. The movies is what people used to call them. Yeah, they called them all sorts of things. But I said, Daddy, I want to make an award for the movies. I don't want us to just see films and appreciate them on their individual artistic merits. I want us to give out awards. And so I made the Oscars.
Because you are the biggest awards.
Oh, well, you calling me fat. I'm trying to lose weight.
Okay, that's fine, Oscar. No, I'm more in terms
I
of
didn't
like
always look like this.
You look fine to me. But in terms of the significance of the Academy Awards, I don't think there's any bigger night in terms of Hollywood and I think that's the most.
Is that night with an N or night with a K? Because we don't have them in America. That's more of an English thing. Although we do like to honor a lot of English actors at the Oscars. Laurence Olivier and all the other ones, all the other gay English actors. In my experience, they tend to be gay.
All English.
All of the actors, yes.
All actors.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of them are married to different, like if a lot of men are
Married to the job, much like myself.
No, a lot of them would have spouses that are of a different gender.
But nevertheless.
They're all gay.
Well, you said it, not me.
No, you said it first.
Well, I think we both said it in so many words.
I was just clarifying.
Please, my father was gay.
And you're not.
You can call me Oscar. I'm not telling you whether I'm gay or not.
Yeah, because that's not what this is about.
No.
So that's
You can make your own inference if you please.
Okay, I'm going.
I'll let you decide for yourself.
Thank you. I see. That's how the Oscar came about. You decided because you wanted to kind of I suppose reward actors and productions for their hard work and their successful movies.
I wanted to reward, and what better way to reward than with an award? You see?
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah. And so that's where you came up with that.
And so I said, well, how should we do this? Well, we got
Your father came up with it.
Well, my father came up with a lot of things, but you can call me Oscar. And I said, really, I'm more from the South now. I sort of
You do have kind of a southern drawl now.
moved all over, really.
Yeah. You're from
here,
just
there,
like,
everywhere.
Your
North,
father
south,
was from all over.
North, south, east, west, gay.
All
And
gay.
All gay.
I'd say it was
everywhere in America is gay.
It's probably tough to be gay in the South, though.
Well,
at that time,
yeah, there's a ways and means of getting around everything.
the Bible Belt and stuff.
My father was gay in the South.
You were
can call
gay
me
in the
Oscar.
North.
Well, I'll let you infer what you want to infer.
Far.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So I said, we got to give these awards out. And what are we going to give them out for? How are we going to decide what the different things are? Well, I said, we got to get a best picture. We got to give out an Oscar for the best picture. So we had best picture.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in charge of the whole thing? The director. We got to give out for best director. Then I said, well, we cannot, of course, we want to reward the performers, but we can't just give it out willy-nilly because everybody knows that women can't act as fast as men.
So you'd have to gender the
So we had
two
to
things.
gender it. We had the best actor. and we
Can't
had-
act as fast.
No, they can't act as fast. You line up. It's simple. It's simple science. You line up a man and a woman next to each other in a picture, and you say, "Quick, go act." The man's going to act twice as fast.
Twice as fast.
Well, it depends on the man.
Do you mean
some
like
men are fast? Some men are better actors. They're the ones who win best actor, and maybe the worst actor for the men can
Like Noel Actor.
People like Noel Actor. Yeah, well, what a fantastic actor he is. My goodness. Nobody does deep fake acting on their own body quite like Noel Actor. My father's name was Noel Actor. You can call me Oscar. But what I'm saying is this. Maybe the slowest male actor acts at the same speed as the fastest female actor. But after that,
What do you
no
mean
way.
fastest?
My father was the fastest female actor.
Okay, well that one.
But you can call me Oscar.
I'm calling you Oscar,
Yeah.
and now your accent is getting offensive.
Okay, I need to... it's sort of all over the place.
Yeah,
Much
okay.
like myself.
And your father was
My
from.
mind moves a mile a minute, okay?
Yeah, I can tell you're.
And it's as
you're
gay as
fucking very
Christmas.
switched on. But tell me this, like, there's the Oscars has seen like, a lot of kind of I suppose controversy over the years. A lot of. Why is that a sound you're bringing out right now?
You're telling me.
8 minutes into this interview,
Please, that sound was my father.
that was your father.
That was my father.
He's trying to channel himself through your body.
Well, you know, maybe it's a sort of a deep fake situation similar to Noel Actor. I don't know.
Okay. But I was just talking about like the controversy and some ceremonies have been very iconic. in
Yes.
terms of certain. I want to talk about what you thought of the slap that Will Smith gave to Chris Rock
Oh, well.
a few years back, because that was one of the most, I suppose, controversial, iconic moments in Oscars history. Really.
Yes, and my father was Oscar's history, and you can call him Oscar, and you can call me Oscar, and you can call Will Smith Oscar in many ways, because my goodness, wasn't that crazy? That got all of our panties in a twist.
Doesn't he play a fish called Oscar in Shark Tale?
Exactly. So it's really, you know, it's all connected. But what was crazy about that was that so many people actually didn't understand what was happening, because you see, when we put out the telecast, it's heavily edited, and we want to edit it to make it look as spicy and salacious as possible. And what people think happened was that Chris Rock made a joke about Will Smith's wife. Will Smith got angry. He got up, boom, slapped him on the face, and then
That's not what happened.
Yeah, and then went back and keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. And everybody thinks that that's sort of what happened. But that's not really what happened. Oh, no.
Okay.
You want to hear the real story?
Yes.
I bet you do.
Yeah, of
I
course.
bet you want to hear it.
Of course I do.
I'll tell you. What happened is this. Chris Rock.
My father was Chris Rock. You can call me Ryan.
Right, okay, all right. I didn't know that. Ryan Rock. All right. Mr. Rock.
Well, Carrick.
Rock.
Carrick it comes from the Irish for rock. That's true.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah.
And you're not going to believe this. But what happened was Chris Rock had a little piece of paper in his mouth that had Will Smith's wife's name on it. And he was choking on it. So Will Smith got up and he slapped the paper out of his mouth so that he wouldn't choke.
He was saving Chris Rock from choking.
Yeah, and then he was trying to warn him when he got back. He said, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, because he didn't want him to choke on it. So he was actually doing him a favor.
And it wasn't a hostile attack?
No, we just edited that way.
Why?
Please, editing was my father's.
Editing
You
was
call me Oscar.
Editing was your father's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, look, thank you for that insight. I suppose we had a completely different perspective there, and on what happened.
You know who had a completely different perspective?
Your father.
My father.
Yeah. Okay.
My father was a cruel man.
Okay, well, that's something we can unpack maybe at another time.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, Oscar, thank you so much for joining us and telling us how you came up with the Oscars, and also an insight into what really happened when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
Yes. And I'll see you at the pictures.
Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies.
My father was mighty cruel.
Okay.
Real Oscars theme.
Yeah, well, the Oscars were on last night.
The Oscars were on last night at time of recording.
Yeah.
And listeners can figure out how far before day of release that was. They're not babies.
Yeah, work it out, you idiots.
You
No,
fools.
you're not idiots. You're not idiots.
You're actually great. Congratulations to Noel Actor.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Obviously, some things can just work out for you, or not work out in his case, because he just wants to be a scaffolder.
So many people's dream, not his.
Not him.
No way.
Or no way. He's Noel Actor, in fairness.
Well, in many ways he is an actor, but he's Noel Actor.
That's
quite literally. Yeah, that's his name.
And then it was so interesting to find out about how the Oscars actually came about.
Yeah, from Oscar. Where was that guy from?
We don't know. Like a few different places in America.
I'm not sure he knew.
No,
in many ways.
I think he wanted to open up about his dad as well.
Well, it was bubbling under the surface for him, but I think maybe it was for the best that it didn't quite come out. Although he outed his dad, I think, and all actors as gay.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Lots of revelations left and right.
And then obviously, who knew that Will Smith was trying to save Chris Rock?
Yeah, God. I suppose we just need to roll with the punches on these revelations.
Or role play. Oh, yeah.
And speaking of role play.
Or OLL.
Or OLL. Guys, you have sent us your sketch ideas, Oscar related and otherwise. And we have chosen our 6 favorite. We put them corresponding to the numbers 1 to 6. And now we're going to roll a dice.
And then whatever we land on, that's what we have to do?
Yeah, I actually think that's exactly it. All right. Shall we roll?
Just want to say that before we do this, there's a certain order in which we record this podcast. We all have to. Me and Tony have to do. We do the podcast network at the start. We do the song.
Yeah.
We do the 2 rolls.
If you're listening to this, you probably don't need us to tell you all the things, because you, as a listener, I'm sure know what order they come in. Know what order they come in. You would think that both of us would know the order that they come in as the people making the podcast. You'd be wrong.
I keep trying to record the wrong segment at the wrong time, and this is episode 22.
And you've literally, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that if not every week, almost every week, you have got it wrong.
Yeah.
And you have tried to do something. You have skipped a section or tried to do the wrong section at the wrong time. And you did it just there. You tried to skip a section again.
Yeah. I think it's funny though, isn't it?
It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
It is quite funny how relentlessly you manage to get something quite simple wrong every single week.
Simon hits me every time I get it wrong.
I don't hit you.
It doesn't deter me. To be honest, it actually gives me an incentive to get the order wrong.
Yeah.
And on that note, I suppose we do actually roll the dice now.
You're right.
All right,
for
okay.
once. Let's do it. 4 is from Irish Panda Queen.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Irish Panda Queen. And it is
Twilight for sure. Twilight for sure.
Twilight for sure.
Yeah, Twilight for sure.
Twilight for sure. Every now and again, sometimes a prompt will need to beef out the list.
Yeah.
With not saying that it's bad.
It gives us a lot to work with.
Do you know what? It's very open ended.
Yeah,
it's extremely open ended.
Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's better to get more direction. But
detail.
Look, we're professionals. We will do whatever we're given.
We will take whatever the materials we've been given are, whether they are, many materials with manuals and an instruction on how to build something, or whether it's a lump of clay telling us to mold something you make clay out of.
And I did go to a pottery class recently. I was so shit, but I know what you're talking about there. You're giving a good kind of metaphor.
Yeah, you go to pottery classes, whereas I all I do is just focus on pot.
Oh yeah, I like that, like getting fucking
It's the motherfucking LLP lay. Roll B lay.
B-day.
Yeah.
Wash your ass.
See, we're already... The neurons are already firing. Who the hell knows?
So we can do whatever we want with this Twilight thing. We could do Bella using a bidet.
That could be what happens next. I don't think it will be. In case you're listening to that and being like, well, I'm going to turn this podcast over.
It's not. So
it probably won't be that. But we'll see what happens.
Here we go.
Bella.
She's not here. It's just me and you. Edward.
If it isn't Jacob, my enemy.
If we weren't sworn enemies and you weren't trying to take the thing I need to exist, maybe I'd like you.
Hey, why don't you shut up, Spider Monkey?
Let me on your back.
Okay, Spider Monkey. But first, Bella.
I'm a wolf.
Yeah.
And inside every man there are two wolves.
And inside you, one of those wolves is an actual wolf.
And inside Bella was my little wolf. Oh,
really? You guys got together?
Yeah.
I thought that only I actually got together with Bella.
No.
Why do we sound the same?
Because we're both intense.
We're intense, man.
And that's what Bella likes.
We're so different, but we're actually quite the same. But while you are a werewolf, I am a vampire.
Yeah, but we're both hot guys.
And I don't just suck blood. I suck the fun out of every room that I'm in because I'm very intense and boring, but hot.
Well, I was in the first one. I was not so hot with my long hair, but then in the second one, that's when I really came into my own.
Yeah, and you got absolutely jacked.
I was so big and muscular, and I turned into a fucking little doggy.
Yeah, whereas I'm pretty sculpted, but actually not that big.
And your skin's all shiny.
Yeah, my face actually looks quite flat in many ways. It's like I ran into a wall. And my hair is very big, and my blood is cold. Bella.
Jesus Christ. Wouldn't it be weird if you were in another movie playing a Batman?
That would be.
As they're closely linked to vampires.
You know what, actually, that would make a lot of sense. I could see why they might cast me.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, that's not bad, actually. It's not bad, actually.
And I've been in lots of movies since then, too. But enough of that.
Not a lot of roles tailored to your specific skill set, you might say.
Did you say not a lotner of roles?
I didn't, but
that would have been good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Speaking of bad,
but in this,
we play baseball in my family.
Wow. I can see your skin, and that's the skin of a killer.
Yeah, very much so.
Which is a natural segue from you saying that you play baseball.
Yes, in many ways, it is.
A little known fact about me is that I sound like Will Arnett.
And a little known fact about me is that I too sound like Will Arnett.
But another little fact about me is that I love to sing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
Well, it's a little known fact, Edward.
Well, there's three things you need to know about me. One, Bella.
That's number one.
That's number one. Number two, my skin glows in the sun. And that's a problem.
I knew that.
And number three, and this one's going to blow your little werewolf nips off.
Hey,
I too like to sing.
what the hell?
Okay. Nice and growly. Yeah. And you know what? I might suck blood, but I don't suck when it comes to singing. I'm actually pretty good.
Well, I may love doggy style, but I'm top dog around here when it comes to singing a tune.
Yeah. And you know what? The only way you can kill me is with a stake through the heart. But make no mistake, I like to sing. Bella!
I am a wolf,
Yeah.
but I love the band Wolf Alice. No relation.
Yeah.
And with that in mind,
Hey, before you say what you're about to say,
oh, you have something else.
some vampires like coughing, but I like singing.
I may be a werewolf. Am I?
Yeah, no, you are.
I am a full werewolf. Yeah, I'm a werewolf, but I also like to wear my heart on my sleeve when it comes to singing.
Yeah, very true.
I think maybe we should team up.
You know what? For so many years, it's always been about Team Jacob, Team Edward. Are you on Team Jacob? Are you on Team Edward? Well, guess what? I think we should team up. Jacob and Edward.
That's a really good name, but I need it to be shorter.
Yeah, I agree. Jacob and Edward is good, but if only we could put those two things together somehow into a more succinct name.
I want at least 3 of the letters from my name included in the band name.
Will you settle for one?
Yes.
And I would like every single one of the letters in my name in the band name.
Let me think about that.
Think about it.
Bedward.
That's not bad. But how about this? Jedward.
Jedward. That's what I was thinking.
That's not bad, isn't it?
That means that my name comes first, so I am the winner.
And I get
And
most of the name.
I get Bella's heart.
God, Jedward.
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 Together we're Jedward.
Jedward.
Yeah, I like that.
Jedward. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah.
Jedward.
Woo.
It's actually Jepic.
It's junty.
I'm serving Junt.
Let's serve some junt and sing
This
together.
was the best idea we've ever had.
Jedward are going to take the world by storm.
Yeah. We've really got the X Factor.
We very much do have the X Factor. And why don't we show that off right now by just, let's try sing.
Like sing on the spot?
Sing on the spot.
Okay.
See what comes out.
Do we play the instruments as well?
I think let's just see if the instruments come in when we start singing and see how it goes.
Okay.
Let's do it. You and me, Jedward, singing together, impromptu.
We just came up with this on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa. I like that.
Hey, you're on it, but you just don't know. You're spending money like you're on death row. You must be miseducated by all the guys that you dated. You think I'll take the bait, but I don't think so. Oh, am I headed for a car crash? Oh, I'm just about to meet my match. Takes door. I'm about to fall in head first, sisters. Let me tell you how it works. Hey. She's got a lipstick on, here I come, da-da-dum. She's got a lipstick on, hit and run, then I'm gone. Check my collar, hey, hey, hey. Check my collar, hey. Role play. Oh, oh. You look at me and I got you in mind. I come on over, see what I could find. No appetite for delusion. How can I win when I'm losing? You're saying yes when it is no, 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 no. Oh, am I headed for a car crash? Oh, I'm just about to meet my match. Oh, I'm about to fall in head first, sisters. Let me tell you how it works. Hey. She's got a lipstick on, here I come, da-da-dum. She's got a lipstick on, hit and run. Then I'm gone, check my collar, hey, hey, hey. Check my collar, hey. Role play. She's got a lipstick on, here I come, da-da-dum. She's got a lipstick on, hit and run. Then I'm gone, check my collar, hey, hey, hey. Check my collar, hey. Role play.
Not to play.
Role play. And that's how Jedward came about. John and Edward.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that, but
They were actually originally Jacob and Edward, and then
before they were twins from Ireland, they were
a vampire and werewolf from Forks.
From Forks, from the Twilight franchise. So a little bit of education for you there.
So thanks for tuning in and listening to us. I suppose divulge the information and share a bit of knowledge with you from our little heads.
Yes. God, look at us. We don't just entertain, we inform, we educate, we titillate.
I think you could put this podcast under the category of education.
We don't just make comedy history here. We make education history here. Sorry
about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, schools. Sorry, Minister for Education.
Yeah. Tough schools and also Minister for Education.
And on that note, if you want to send in some great suggestions of scenarios and sketches we can play, such as Irish Panda Queens, Twilight for sure. We hope you did you proud. You can do that. You can send it to at the Roleplay Pod on Instagram, or you can email us theroleplaypod@gmail.com.
You certainly can. Thank you so much for listening, you guys. I have been Simon Hennessy, Oscar, and Edward.
I have been Ryan Carrick. I've been Noel Actor, and I've been Jacob or John.
Yeah, well, together we were Jedward.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
And you guys have been great.